We are the Beatles.
No, the Beatles definitely
Beatles
weren't mono.
They were the first guys to say, no, we can't be mono. We needed.
Yeah, exactly.
We got to do more than mono.
Yeah.
We got to do. We're getting better all the time.
Cool shit. Give it
getting
depth.
better all the time. But we're going backwards. We're going vintage with our audio.
Dude, when I was
one track for Donovan makes it my job that much easier to edit.
When I was
a young boy.
No, I was with MC the other day, the guy I play for, and we were in the studio, and he was basically just showing me exactly like why and how that works. That, like, you know, putting it through two speakers because also, like, I think in our youth, that also kind of started going away again, and people started going all to mono because people were all watching stuff on their phones and like watching it out of a TV that's pretty directional. So people started going away from that, like, what's it called when it's sound coming out of from like different directions?
Stereo,
yeah. Jeez.
Yeah.
But like he was just kind of showing me how all that and like how they kind of layer it and do that, and it was really interesting because also we went back to mono too because it sounds dumb, but everyone started doing the earbud in one ear thing. Mm-hmm. Maybe that was the only way to listen to music. What this is doing
is it's mixing. Well, it just thinks. I think what confuses me is that we're actually listening in stereo now, but it's taking two mono mixes and mixing them to stereo. But I don't know if the output file will be one band on the timeline.
Would that be a problem?
Well, the problem is if one of the audios break, but
we'll see.
Mm-hmm.
We'll see. How it goes.
I mean, if one breaks, or like I could just mute you the entire time. So it will just also be one. I'll only have one shot at. Like I won't be able to mix both our volumes.
Oh, so if like one of us is way louder than the other, it's just.
So you better come down quiet to my life and hear my breath.
I'm
gonna be too afraid to talk. I'm just gonna. This is what
whoa.
I get for being envious.
Whoa, hey.
Here, I'm gonna take this one. Oh yeah, okay. How do we sound?
Yeah, because I don't need that. I don't get as
breathy as me. I run out of air. If you ever feel the need,
what does this thing do?
You could pull that one on if you want to.
What does it do?
It was just too loud. It was too quiet for me. You attach it to the thing, and then it could also do the same thing. But you don't have to do it yet. If you get self-conscious of your breathing, like I get self-conscious in mine, I'm like, I just shouldn't breathe for this.
No. Because I talk from farther away from the mic.
No, absolutely. So
I breathe just as heavy, probably heavier.
My friend sent me his podcast to just check out, and they definitely modulated the voices or did something, and they sounded like two Ira glasses, like the guy from NPR. It's like, hello, and today on this podcast will be, I didn't hear a single breath. I should have complimented him on that. Said I listened for 45 minutes, and I didn't hear you breathe once.
Not one time. We should do that. We should put an NPR effect on our voices. Hello, what
if that's just like everyone sounds totally normal or weird and unique, and they have all their crazy voices, but it's just the way to hide your breath is like filtering it to that level of compression.
It's just from the breathing exercises they do, so it doesn't like that's where all extreme radio voices come from.
Oh yeah,
yeah, like all the dudes.
Yeah, like
welcome to 97.5.
This is how I stay alive.
This is how I don't breathe into the microphone.
Sweet music. Yeah. I'm going to be playing the Eagles, Hotel California, 6 minutes of rock and roll.
Wow.
And then they play the record. They're just like, it was exhausting.
Yeah, dude.
Oh, man. I'm so excited to be back in the studio.
Dude, I missed you.
Yeah.
We all missed you. The world missed you.
I know. I went to L.A.
I liked it there, dude.
I counted wheels.
I'm kidding.
I went a wheel accountant.
You counted wheels?
Yeah, I went and counted wheels in L.A. Yeah, this makes me more confident. This is helping with my confidence.
Yeah, holding the
this is what we need a video for.
Yeah, the filter in front of for this kind of prop humor.
I'm just going to hide behind stuff.
Dude, I asked you when we first started, I was like, why do we need a camera? And you were like, prop humor. Now I see. Filter in front of the filter.
People need to see me hide behind stuff. People need to see me hiding.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I went counting. And then I ate some Korean barbecue. It's pretty good food.
Hey,
It's pretty crazy. They want to make Korean barbecue illegal.
What?
I know. We should be talking about this more. They're gas stoves. They're afraid of them. And it's like, who cares? If we lose a few restaurants.
Wait, who's afraid of them?
Great question. Dogs, probably.
Whoa.
I didn't even mean it like that. I meant just how they would be naturally afraid of fire and stoves, but not in the sense that we. Oh boy. Oh boy.
Dude, neither of us meant it like that.
None of us.
And I'm not laughing because of that.
Yeah.
I'm laughing because of. Well, I don't know what that even is, because the only thing I'm laughing about is the idea of what you said, which is that dogs would be scared of fire.
Oh, they'd be scared. Dogs are scared of.
I don't see how else that could be funny.
Yeah. I mean, like
to say a Korean restaurant.
I mean, we both know why.
No,
I don't. It's
don't.
traditional.
I don't, dude. I think it's only funny because dogs are scared of fire.
No, absolutely. I mean, it's just it's a you know. You can't bring up tradition. I didn't mean it like that, but while we're on it,
how was the food though? Like, so who were you with? Someone like throughout the trip? Did you meet up with people?
Yeah, the food was delicious. Yeah,
of course. Korean barbecue is amazing.
Okay, it's a minority of people. 4% of people consume dog meat.
Yeah, that's not very much.
Yeah.
I bet you
That's
a
just
lot
like-
more Americans consume dog meat.
If you took 4% of America, that'd be like,
dude, I don't
Houston,
give a
all of
shit. I would
Houston.
eat a dog.
Houston and Dallas. Okay.
I'm happy to openly say that.
Okay.
I would eat a dog.
I'm excited. Let's go on a trip somewhere. where we
Yeah,
can put
dude,
this
I'd
to
eat a
test.
dog. The only reason I wouldn't eat a dog is because they live too hand in hand with humans, and I think the way we live is probably not good for meat.
Mm-hmm. You know why I wouldn't eat a
Like
dog?
people feed their dogs like coffee and shit, and anything that drinks coffee, I don't think is gonna taste very good.
Anything that drinks coffee deserves to live.
Or anything that like fucking like if you've ever had a bag of hot Cheetos, you don't taste good.
Yeah. Well, dogs are just like.
And dogs sometimes get human food.
But sometimes, you know how sometimes if you eat a lot of really bad food, your poo doesn't smell. It actually smells nicer. Like if you go eat, all you ate that day was not ice cream. Ice cream would hurt. Let's say all you ate that day was peanut butter, like a dog.
Yeah.
Then your poo smells like peanut butter.
No, that's never happened to me.
You should eat more peanut butter. I'm gonna cut this part. We gotta bail. We gotta bail on all this.
No, dude.
We gotta bail on all. We
No.
gotta,
Your poo smells like what you eat, and you think
And if-
Koreans eat what?
No, I'm just. All I meant originally.
No, I totally.
I love
messing with
Korean
you.
barbecue
So why are they scared? They're scared of their ovens.
because they might blow up.
Well, why do they need to use gas-fired ovens?
Isn't it cool how like they do it though? Like when you go in and they just cook it right at your table.
Oh, so they need it to cook it like that.
They want to make those illegal.
That's dumb.
I agree. That's anti-American.
That's anti-American as hell, dude.
Yeah, we should. That's like we should have it's across the board. We should have cool things that
Yeah.
are kind of risky.
I'm fine with that. That's like,
Korean barbecue is the best food. It's my favorite right now. It's my favorite type of restaurant.
and I think risking your life for a short-term gain in terms of like risking your life for a cool meal,
Mm-hmm.
risking your life to do a cool thing,
Mm-hmm. I agree. Like if you like ever
risking your life on a cool thing.
Yeah,
like
jumping on a
that's
cliff.
all American.
Mhm.
That's all like what America stands for.
Yeah, I think like the big Cold War is like Americans like to like climb really dangerous things, and Russians like to hang off really dangerous things.
Yeah. And also people are always like respect our founding fathers. I was like, and I was thinking about that the other day, and dude, all those guys just wanted to be their own king.
Yeah, they were like, how can I trick these people?
Yeah,
I
just
wasn't born a king, so how do I trick these
I just
people
want
into
to well, and sometimes like that, but a lot of it was also just like I want to live in the woods and do whatever I want.
That's what America's about.
That's what America's about. And
That
so I
decency.
understand that you can't do that in a realistic way in the way our society functions. So at least let us have Korean barbecue.
Mm-hmm. I agree. And let us have a lot more things. Let us have fireworks.
If people want to set off fireworks indoors,
That would be a cool business. Like, you take these malls that are closing, and you say, what can I do with these malls? These are giant structures. Well, empty them out, hollow them out, and let us shoot off fireworks in them.
put fire retardant stuff all up in there.
Yeah.
Or not.
It's so funny word. Such a funny word. It's so fun to say that word because it's just like, yeah, damn right I get to say it.
Well, anyways, the point is, worst case scenario, it burns down.
Yeah.
It burns down the mall.
So in our mall we have,
and then guess what? Now you got to build something new there. Jobs.
mm-hmm.
Worst case scenario, maybe a couple people who set off fireworks indoors die. It's like good.
Yeah. We can cook them.
Those are good people. We have to get rid of people.
I agree.
And people who want to set off fireworks indoors.
You know, there's jobs like mortuary jobs, grave digger jobs. We could start a college for these, a mortuary school.
For burn victims.
Sure.
From indoor fireworks.
What if our specialty was burn victims of indoor fireworks, and business was booming? Business is booming, literally.
I wonder if you get hit with a firework of a certain color, does it die? You remember?
Yeah, like red, blue. He's all blue all over.
Yeah. Did you ever see 007 Die Another Day? And it's the one, I think it's the one where at the beginning that Korean dude gets blasted in the face with diamonds.
Oh yeah,
It's diamonds all in bed. What if that's what happens with fireworks?
That'd be fucking
Some
sick.
dude just has blue sparkles blasted.
That'd be fucking awesome.
That's definitely not what happens.
Oh man, what if?
Because it would be awesome, and we would know, and it would be. I think I'm talking away from the mic a lot.
I'm just trying not to breathe this entire time and not say another accidental racial fucking.
Crazy
step
racist
right into
thing.
this quicksand of
Are you gonna cut that? You think?
It's we've talked about it too much now. We got to stay in. You know, it's it's all like.
It'd be hilarious to cut it.
I mean, what's the population of? 4% is still a decent amount, is what I'm getting at. That'd be like if America had but it would be cool if it wasn't contained in one area. Like,
how many
in Houston
people?
They eat dog. You go to Houston, you eat dog.
I wonder if it is. That would be funny if it's like a regional thing.
4% is like Chicago, Houston, Dallas, San Antonio. It's like all the Texas cities combined. That's like 4% of America.
You think?
Yeah. I'm really weird with Wikipedia cities.
Only 4% of America is Houston.
So
Dallas is like 3 million people.
You need
isn't
to
it?
get to like 14 million to get to 4%.
How many people are in America?
350 million, maybe.
Where are they?
Spread out across the 50 beautiful states that we have.
Tell me about them.
They're so sweet. They're from
Tell
sea
me
to
about
shining
'em.
sea.
Ooh,
Amber
baby.
waves of grain.
Ooh.
Mountains. From the mountains to the prairie.
We got cool shit like indoor fireworks.
We got indoor fireworks we're trying to launch. Trying to do some indoor firework business launching. There's a few other businesses.
You're free to say racist shit here, and you're also free to get
Yeah, you have a lot of times to cut
canceled
it out.
for racial
You have
shit.
a lot of opportunities before you upload it to the internet.
Yeah.
To cut out the bits where you accidentally.
And if you don't want to,
so what?
whatever, dude.
I know you're gonna hear a lot of accents that I'm trying to impersonate. I think it's funny. I'm sorry I think it's hilarious, but I won't change. If you can't handle me at my worst, you don't deserve me at my best. To quote Marilyn Monroe.
Is that Marilyn Monroe originally said that?
That's what Facebook's fucking. That's what my grandma. My grandma keeps sharing that meme. But I'm like, Grandma, you dirty whore. Get out the trailer park.
That
Quit
is such a
smoking cigarettes.
Marilyn Monroe is such a weird.
My grandma makes
For
most
a
of her money
grandma,
selling
keep
fireworks.
Indoors.
Indoors. She sells indoor fireworks.
I like how we keep going back to indoor fireworks, and that was not that funny. That was a dead end.
Yeah, no, but I do like indoor. I've gone paintballing
I think it's just a
indoors.
good idea. Paintballing indoors is fun. Anything indoor, like that's why laser tag is fun. Mm-hmm. But when you bring paintball into it, it's way better.
It was like a Kmart that they just closed down. They converted, and the thing about it was like 15 of our coworkers went, and then there's just 5 paintball regulars, and they're just such an elite level more.
Yeah, they just destroyed you.
Well, so we split them up luckily, so it was like we each got half of their elite paintballers, but they would just like their guns were just so much more powerful than the rental guns. They just go like they finger. It's like weird. It's like
they have like a butterfly.
It's
trigger.
How you imagine how you finger
when you're in middle school.
Yeah. It's exactly. And they're just like, oh man,
when you're just on the bus, like head against the window, like this is what I'm gonna do after we watch Harry Potter tomorrow night. You're like practicing on a fucking.
There was like a freshman year field trip where we'd go.
No, wait. I want to hear the rest of this paintball. So you guys got obliterated?
Oh, every round in that one I got fucking destroyed. But I would be down to like combined fireworks. I like the idea of shooting fireworks at other people. I've done it a few times.
It's fun. Roman candles blasting.
Candles. I'd do that again. I'm talking.
We have to have enough fire retardant gear in the world.
Yeah, I know, right?
Wait, what kind of gear would you need?
You know where you load your fire retardant gear on?
What kind of gear?
You know where you load it to?
What? Wait, what?
You know
what kind of gear are you
loading? Fire retardant gear. You know where you load it into?
What?
A short bus.
Oh.
Put the fire retardant gear in the short bus.
So stupid.
So indoor fireworks.
Yeah. Go back to indoor fireworks again.
There's this one scheme I've been trying to run up with a coworker of mine. We're, you know, turtle races like Tin Lizzy.
Yeah, those are sick. And dude, there are bars like Tin Lizzy that are like fully devoted to it.
Yeah. So here's what I think. I don't know who keeps track of that turtle all week. Just fucking rough him up and be like, no, we're keeping track of this turtle now. Like, do you want to lose your life over this?
You just want to start like fucking 60s horse gambling.
I think we could muscle out, and then I think we could muscle out all current Chicago area turtle racing competition, and then we just run it like, the mob. And we're like, you're going to run turtle races at this bar. You're going to get a ton of money. We're going to get most of the money, but you're going to get...
But most of that hinged on betting.
Yeah, 100%. That's what people do at Tin Lizzy's.
Gamble.
They're betting there. They're like $10. Well, not to blow up their spot.
Don't blow up their spot. Because that's definitely illegal.
We want them out. And we want to come in. And we want to run turtle
But
racing.
You still need bars to run it.
We need bars. We need zoos. We need them all.
We need zoos.
We need it all. We need to manage turtle management.
We're going to run it in your mom's backyard.
Mm-hmm.
Everywhere, dude.
Birthday parties,
you know, people keep talking about revitalizing the city.
Yeah, with turtle races
where the turtle racing.
Well, people talk about revitalizing the city. People say crime is out of hand, and I want to tell you, as a criminal in this city, I love it. As a criminal in Chicago, you can't. As a criminal out there, if you're out there in the world listening,
if you're a criminal,
come to Chicago.
Come here.
This is where we live. It's
El Dorado.
It is. It's paradise.
It's the El Dorado of crime.
You just come here. You could just, as long you just look real good if there's a camera around. Yeah. And then if there's only cameras. There's no rules.
And guess what? You know what's crazy about Chicago? You can just wear baklavas everywhere. Yeah. No one can stop you because it's racist. So just wear baklavas everywhere you go all the time.
I always get.
And then if a camera catches you, they do the thing. You know how on NCIS they'll be like, find him, and they'll be like, don't worry, I found him 3 blocks ahead, and 3 blocks ahead he doesn't have his mask on yet. It's fine. In Chicago, just always wear a mask. Sorry. Nobody will ever stop you anywhere you go at any time ever. And guess what? Everyone else is doing the same thing.
We're all here committing crimes. It's a great place. It's a great time.
How often do you see people, by the way, fully covered head to toe?
And I say, go do your business. You're doing your business. I'm doing my business.
In the middle of the summer?
I hope our business doesn't overlap. I hope I'm not your business.
I hope I'm not your business.
I know, because clearly it is a 90-degree day. Because
when I say we're criminals, for me at least, it's mostly like parking.
It's art. It's running red lights. It's swerving into oncoming traffic.
Yeah, it's silly fun stuff.
It's
indoor fireworks.
It's indoor fireworks.
Yeah, me and you smuggled fireworks all through this country.
It's me and the college
Both
bros.
times we went on the truck tour. And yeah, we did set off fireworks in Boston.
Mm-hmm.
Remember when we did that with my brother, dude?
Of course I remember. Fireworks
Dude, that was
dope.
such like a middle school fun time. I miss those. I miss like little kid.
If you have 4 hours, we could commit. We could go spend 45 minutes driving there, 20 minutes buying them, an hour 20 coming back.
Dude, we should do that one day. Dude, fireworks are so fun, and especially to set off.
We can buy a ton.
They're not that expensive.
They're not expensive.
They're not expensive, especially if you
I was shooting the big. I got brave. I think it was 2020. Yeah, I guess I don't know. I got brave. We were shooting them at each other, the big barrel ones, like that.
That's bad. Because if one of those hits you, the thing with fireworks is they are like powder.
Yeah, no, it's crazy.
That burns really slow. So the thing with fireworks that happens that's so messed up is if you get blasted with them, they just you know how I said the joke about the Korean dude from 007?
Yeah.
That's what actually happens.
I get that.
Like rocks that go into your skin and just stay on fire.
Yeah, it's like Chernobyl happens.
You have to like scrape them out of your skin.
No, it's like
while
Chernobyl.
You're burning. It's like pulling the cheese off a pizza.
Yeah, that's why it's funny to shoot them at each other. No, yeah, no, we're
it's like trying to pull pepperonis off a hot pizza.
No, I'm half joking. We were just shooting Roman candles at each other. But what happened? We lit off.
I've done it.
It's
fine.
We left off the Roman candles we've done a bunch.
It's fun to do shenanigans, dude.
Yeah, but you do see people who like hold them and then they like. There's a guy in Chicago who I see all the time, and he lost his hands and face to holding a firework, and I hope he becomes a listener. I hope he becomes listener 159, because he has no hands, no face. He needs to listen.
Whoa!
Holding
what kind of firework? A huge one?
A cartoon one. That's how I imagine it. I mean, this guy.
A barrel.
This guy blows my mind because I read this book. We had to read this book in like middle school about this World War I veteran whose whole face blows up with a grenade. And every time I see this guy, I'm like, this guy looks like what that guy was supposed to look like. This guy, because this guy has no face. It's so weird to see a guy without a face.
Wait, so
there's just nothing there. It's just a headless horseman. He has to carry it at his side. No, it's weird. It's like a little, Beetlejuice when the head all shrivels up.
No, wait. Actually, what does he look like?
Like the little head in Beetlejuice. It's fucked up, bro. He has like no head.
Well, how does he like breathe, eat, see stuff?
It's all shriveled up, bro.
He's just got a tiny little mouth.
I got a hole. I got a hole, and it's all like.
Does he have eyeballs?
Yeah, he has eyeballs. No, he just.
So he can see.
Yeah,
can he hear?
Yeah. So he actually is doing a lot better than a lot of people.
So he has all of his senses.
Yeah, I hope. Yeah, he probably can't see or hear or taste well. He might not have taste. I wouldn't be surprised.
Does he have cheekbones?
Not really. It's like they used his face, what was left of his face, to keep it together. It really is like a half a face.
Jesus.
It's just
don't do that.
I could probably Google images.
Have fun with fireworks indoors, but don't hold them.
He owned the comic book store in Logan
How much
Square.
stuff was he holding? What kind of firework?
I don't even know. My dad, he might not have even happened. It might have been something completely different. my dad, and I was old. I was like 23, and my dad was like, "Yeah, he was holding a firework. That's why it happened."
Your dad definitely just
and
lied
it's just
about
it. It's just the dad.
No, that guy's a war vet, and now you've thought this whole time he was an idiot.
Honestly, the ages does add up because like he is like he could be like a Iraqi war vet who like
and you just this whole time thought he was some idiot holding fireworks. And you were like, oh, he must have just been holding the biggest fireworks in the universe.
It is funny because you know how parents just lie and tell like full backstories of things. And
yeah.
I'm looking at this whole backstory. It was like his parents felt bad for him, so they opened a comic book store for him and let him own it.
Is that really what happened? His parents bought it?
That's the story my dad told, but I don't know that my dad.
No, dude, he was a war vet who earned it.
Yeah. It was one of those two
Your
things.
dad just used it as an opportunity. God, I hope that's what happened.
Yeah. Anyway, I'm sorry if I'm sorry to talk about you, sir. I appreciate your service. Talking points?
I got a couple.
Yeah.
It's we're warming up in the city, but I was wondering about this. Do you ever, and this is really what's weird, is I was realizing that I fart so much I can use them kind of like to my advantage sometimes.
Mm-hmm. Like
usually it's a problem, but sometimes I can use them as like a psychological warfare or during the winter sometimes. And really I just want confirmation, yay or nay. Mm-hmm. Have you ever used the fart to warm up in the winter?
I Dutch oven myself when I'm alone. Oh yeah, I Dutch oven myself alone to.
Like when I'm walking sometimes in the cold of night, the cold Chicago night.
Do you stick your hands in your butt so that you? Is that what you're about to say?
No.
Stick your hands in your
butt.
What
I'll do is I'll hold my coat extra tight because I always wear a coat that goes down to like almost my knees. I'll hold it kind of extra tight around my bums, and I'll let it. And I'll just kind of.
Isn't it fun?
Warm up. I won't. I'm not crazy. I'm not coated up with a mask. It's a coat that's on the collar. So I don't get a sniff. I just kind of like push gaseous fecal matter all around my body to warm up. Have you ever done this?
That not. I mean, I've done so many variations of farting. I've I've paid a woman to fart into my face. I've farted on.
Have you paid a woman to fart?
No, but I. What was I going to say about farting in the pool? It is so fun to fart and see bubbles, and it's fun to make fake bubbles that are fart bubbles with your swim trunks.
Oh my gosh!
And,
yes,
blow them up,
dude. Peak fun.
Yeah, one
of the peak funs of the world.
I farted really loud in that chair yesterday, and it was funny to me. I was by myself. It was like a really loud rip.
One of my favorite things from growing up is a friend bubble farting in front of girls. You're all in the tub, the hot tub. I don't know if anyone ever did this. We spend a lot of time in hot tubs because we're from a cold place.
But we waited for the hot tub to turn off so the bubbles wouldn't be rising.
Yeah. And then a friend rips one. And you have an opportunity here. You have an opportunity here as a young man. You can either sell out your friend and go, whoa, what the heck? And ingratiate yourself. Or you can be a legend and a homie and a good dude and back your friend up and go, ha, 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 and laugh the way you want to laugh. High five them.
That's very sweet of you.
That's always what you do. That's what I do.
Did you play safety and doorknob growing up as a kid?
What's that?
If you farted, you'd have to yell safety. And then
yes,
and
so
then
much fun.
If someone else
and then they just beat you until you got to the doorknob.
Exactly.
So much fun. I remember doing that with my older brother Blaze, and me and all his friends would do that. And the problem was his friends weren't really my friends. And also they were 2 years older than me.
Yeah.
So they had like the difference between like fifth, for example, the difference between like sixth grade and eighth grade isn't a lot mentally per se. I mean, it is like in terms of knowledge, but maturity wise, it's
No, I get it, bro.
Enough that I hung out with them, but physically,
yeah, they were the big boys.
They were and so they would just
cool
like
guys.
beat the fuck out of me, dude. But it was a good time.
Did like the like the last friend like kind of hold back a little with his punches and kind of rub your arm? You know, he like rub you
no,
more
they
than
would normally fart on me.
Yeah,
that was always a good one. I had multiple dudes really just like rip one in my face.
Hell yeah.
Which sucked, but it was crazy because burps are my thing. You know this. I hate burps. I can't handle them. And that was one that like most of them were pretty good about that. Like once they learned that it was genuinely one of those things where it's like.
So you didn't like burps from a young age?
I've never liked them. And it's one of those things for me. A lot of people do it, But what winds up happening is it's not the response you want. You hear I'm gonna freak out, and I do usually the first time, kinda. But if you like actually just burp in my ear, I don't freak out. I just get genuinely upset.
Mm-hmm.
I get just bummed out, and I just kind of ruin the vibes. And I wish I didn't do that, but I just literally start thinking about like, what's it gonna be like when I die, dude? I just get real.
I wish I could know people's like weaknesses like that and utilize them. Like, and
You're just in a business meeting with me, and you just burp in my ear. You're like, we gotta sign these
your mortality is here. Sometimes my older coworkers will just fart, and then
honestly, out of principle, I might give up millions of dollars if someone burped during a business meeting.
What do you think business meetings are like? All right, you win millions of dollars here. We were negotiating.
I thought that's how business.
The price of steel.
I thought business was supposed to just like.
No,
yeah. I thought it was two dudes sitting there scheming in their brains, and then they come out and they go, "It's crazy to think about what's happening with the Aristocore," and then the other one goes, "How does he know about that?" You know what I mean? It's just all really shadowy comments.
My crows are everywhere.
Yeah.
I have whispers. I hear whispers in the dark alleys.
The doorknobs hold the fingerprints. And the other guy's just like, oh, but the whole time both of them are doing this, but it keeps flashing to the version of them in their brain, going like, freaking out. And then the other one's just like, boxes are full.
How did he know about the boxes?
How did he know about
the boxes we ordered from the Sudanese?
How did you know the shipment was late?
I met it in the
We're good at business.
The Turtle Mafia. Turtle Gang.
So you never confirmed. You've used farts to warm your butthole?
I love farting.
Have you used it as a survival technique? Because it made me believe.
Have I farted in my hands to warm
when I
them
did
up?
it,
Yes.
it made me believe in intelligent design. It made me believe in God more because I went, what a brilliant. When you're cold, you can toot.
Mm-hmm. It is limited, and then you have to. If you expose your butthole.
No. You would never expose it. That's the whole point. You can keep it tight to you.
Yeah, that's why you got to dress in survival gear that would allow you to retain the heat of your farts.
Yeah, it's always got to be orifice centered.
I do like
That's
that.
what I know about survival gear. And I went to college for 37 years to study
centered.
orifice centered survivor gear. Orifices, that's the word, right?
Yeah, no,
for
I
holes,
agree.
body holes.
I'm just more that, yeah.
I'm so goddamn smart, dude.
All right, where are we at within the second talking point? Unless you want to hit us with some more farts.
No, I'm done with farts, dude. I thought that was childish to begin with. I can't believe you ran with it for so long. You're so stupid. Dude.
I do eat food to make myself fart. beans, the musical fruit.
Do you actually like consciously go, I want to fart and I order this food for that? Or do you just not control what you eat based on
I'm like, I've
food?
eaten Popeye's 8 meals in a row. Starch and fried chicken. I need to switch them to some salads. Coffee. Cigarettes. Yeah, I for sure do stuff to make myself poo. Coffee, cigarettes.
Okay.
I've only ever smoked a cigarette to poo.
Really?
Yeah, you want to smoke a cigarette right now?
No.
I was in London for a week, and I was like stealing cigarettes to poo in the morning.
Ooh, really?
Yeah, because I was afraid of all the toilets in Europe.
Why were you afraid of them?
Toilets that aren't American just don't work well.
What do you mean? They don't flush right?
Yeah, they just don't know how to handle.
They don't know how to.
They don't know what we're ready to bring to them. They're just not ready. I don't know. Like I miss them back here.
European toilets can't. People always talk about how fancy they are with the bidets, whatever. It's like, yeah, but can they handle?
Can you handle
gargantuan shits?
Can you handle
The most insane amount of fecal matter.
I fart to keep warm. You don't think I'm gonna poo a Mount Rushmore? You wouldn't even know what that is, you dirty fucking limey.
Fucking European swine. You eat good cheese, dude. I eat cheese made of plastic.
I know, yeah. It's crazy they eat good cheese, and they're like, no, you don't need to shit. You have a shelf. They have those shelves. They build the shelves in their toilets, and it's like, so that they collect. It collects. They have shelves in their toilets.
What do you mean? What are you talking about?
The way they build their toilets, man, it's like they're not bowl like ours.
What?
They're like a shelf.
They're not.
You just shit on this shelf, and
then what happened? It drops?
No, it just hopes it gets sucked away in the water. But a bunch stays.
Oh, like Americans. It doesn't have a bottom hole.
It's a little bit shelfy. It's not like it's not. Our toilets are so much better.
We probably hold so much more water.
Exactly. I'm sure. Yeah, exactly.
That's probably exactly why it is.
Fucking horrible British toilets can't handle our poo.
All right, dude. Here's the thing. And I'm saying it, and I've been holding it in for a hot minute, but I can't anymore.
Yes.
And I'm sure I've brought this up before, but I'm tired of servers. I'm tired of the service industry acting like it's the hardest job.
Yeah, they call themselves industry when it's like, no, industry, you got to fucking wear steel toe boots and hammer.
And I hate to be this way, but if a 15-year-old child can do your job, it's not that hard. Dude, I was at a restaurant, and this is why I bring this up. I want to let this know that I have 100 stories like this. I have so many, I can't remember them. I have more egregious than this, I'm sure. But this is just the most recent one that happened. I went to go get food with my friend in the afternoon. It was our breakfast, but it was 1 in the afternoon.
Yeah.
Because we both wake up late. So we were like the first people to this like lunch dinner spot. It was like 3 o'clock, whatever. The place opens at like 3 o'clock. That's when we show up. And we go in.
And it's 5 o'clock.
I said 1 o'clock because that's when I woke up. But fuck you. All right.
So it's 3 o'clock.
So it's 3 o'clock. Well, it's like one of those, you know what I mean? It's a spot that like, it's a cafe or whatever.
Halfway to lunch and dinner.
It's a dinner. Well, it's a spot that like opens up for lunch, but they mostly just do dinner. You know, it's one of those kinds of things. And we're pretty much the first people in there. And we walk in and we're ordering, and right away our waiter comes up to us and he's like, "Well, what do you want?" And he's like real rude. And it's like, I get that you maybe everyone has bad days, whatever. I get it. But we're literally definitely your first customers of the day.
Yeah, and it's like, yeah, you're going to be sourpuss all day?
You're going to just be this all day? Is that how you is that what you do? And so a lot of these and people are like, "Oh, we got to give them so much." Like, oh, you got to at least America's now at least 20%. If you don't give 20%, you're a dick. And it's sometimes I deal with these people and I'm like, "You did nothing. You did nothing." And you know what's crazy? We're not allowed to tip our teachers.
But you should tip your landlords. That's all I believe in. Tip your landlords.
Yeah, have you been seeing that? Isn't that a new thing?
I say, sir, you take 20% more. What you're taking is not enough. You take 20% more.
You've seen that, right?
Yeah, that's crazy.
There's those new posts about tip your landlord. I saw one of those and I almost threw up in my mouth.
I can't wait to be a landlord. Say,
Me neither, dude.
Say, give me your rent, and they'll have a check, and I'll say no. And I'll pull out an iPad and I'll say,
"Yeah." I'll say, "What's the tip?"
What's the tip? And I'll
Did you like my service?
I'll default it at 20. I'll move it. It starts at 20, then I move it to 25.
And the guy's like, "Your landlord comes to your house to repair things." Yeah,
That's literally the.
That's
the
literally
trade.
the job.
Yeah.
That's why I'm paying you rent.
My landlord is a cool old lady, but it's like Shakespeare and her family. Like when she dies, it's like, the intrigue. It's like Succession, but instead of a giant $1 billion cable
It's
news,
like one of a shitty apartment.
It's one building. It's 5 units next to a giant pit. I'm gonna be sad when that pit is gone. I love the pit.
What do you do with it? You hang out
I
back
just
there?
come in it, little by little, day by day.
You're trying to fill it
I'm
up?
trying to fill it up. Hope it doesn't evaporate.
I'm trying to fill it up and then build up hospital on it. And then I'm just going to know every time someone's life gets saved, I go, my jizz. And that's when I'll come more and build a new hospital. So the question is, are you a villain at the end of that? If it requires you to fill a hole with your jizz, but then you build a hospital.
If your whole thing is like, you're gonna let me fill this hole with jizz, my own jizz,
And then I'm going to
and
put
then
a
a
hospital.
hospital. I think
It's
you're a net positive to society. I think
And it's
you're
like, are you
morally
doing
good.
anything creepy? It's like, no. I'm just
No,
jerking off.
I'm-
Are you looking at people? Nope.
No,
I'm just imagining I'm just imagining hot chicks in my brain.
yeah, they're not even. They're
I'm
just
just spank banking.
normal, good American stepdaughters.
Good old fashioned, missionary stepdaughters, dude. Just
Nothing-
missionary position.
Nothing more vanilla than an American than a sweet stepdaughter stuck in a line.
Yeah, she's stuck in a fucking dryer.
She's
So you rape her. You assault her.
my wife, your mother ain't giving it to me good
Yeah.
enough.
And she goes, no, at first, but then later on.
I'm Cajun. Oh man, you know it'd be fun if like there was like I never see fast food. I see so many much of like real people's lives come into amateur pornography. Like I'll see their TV be on, and I'll hear like their speakers or something go. You hear some. You see their carpets, you see their laundry piled up in the back. Yeah. I'd never see them like with just a bucket of KFC chicken. Like that would be fun to see, like an amateur porn where they're like just eating fast food, and then they have like grease on their hands, and then they just start fucking.
Yeah, I would like that for myself. I think I pretty much only eat fast food. It's really bad, dude. I buy the salad packs. The packs of salad. I need my salad in a package. I sometimes get Chick-fil-A salads.
And I'm like, this is a healthy day.
Yeah, and I honestly congratulate myself. It's got fried chicken in the salad.
No, that's ridiculous. If you ever eat salad,
and I'm sitting there and I have it covered in like a Chick-fil-A ranch, garden salad, balsamic. It's like a crazy thing they invented. And I'm like sitting there and I'm like, this has lettuce. One of the least healthiest vegetables that exists. It's basically a net neutral food.
It's just that there's no bread.
Yeah, exactly.
You still get it with a pop.
But then there is bread because it's fucking got fried chicken in it. And it's covered in cheese. And I'm like, I'm killing it today, eating a loaf of bread worth of croutons.
Oh yeah, hell yeah. Croutons are delicious.
I hate croutons, actually.
I used to hate them. Now I love them.
Really?
I love bread.
I hate croutons.
I love bread, sugar.
Bread's pretty cool.
And sex.
If I gotta get good about it, and what I think I want to do is go to like a real butcher and start just cooking up meats, because I could totally just eat meat and veggies every day. The problem is I don't want to cook. It's not even that I don't want to cook. I love cooking. I don't want to do dishes.
Leave them for your roommates. Don't even worry about it. If you leave them long enough, they'll do them. If you run out, and you throw away some of the other dishes.
Well, the problem is our roommate that normally does that just left town. He's going to be gone for like 2 months. I know because I went away on like a 3-day tour, and I came back. So when he left, he cleaned like the whole apartment. To be like, I'm out of here. None of y'all. Also, he's just a homie. He's just the best. My other roommate did that too, who also left. But either way, when he left, I would never do that. If I was leaving, I'd leave a mess. I'd leave an extra big mess. Yeah. But they cleaned the whole thing. And so I left, it was clean. I came back, and there's like immediately a rotting smell of food. There's like piles of takeout containers and bottles. And I realized immediately, I was like, oh, these guys won't clean up. I can't pull that trick of like, oh, I'll just leave this pot in here until someone, nope, it'll never get cleaned.
And you're one of the guys.
I'm one of the problems for sure.
Oh, yeah.
So I just do my own stuff. I'm not a fan, like a friend. I don't clean other dishes.
Mm-hmm.
I do my own. Put them in the wash.
You're not selling yourself as future roommate material.
No, I'm not a very good roommate. But I'm not around a lot. So that's the trade-off. Is it's like
the reason I don't who's not around. You know, you can walk around the apartment naked, go masturbate in their bedroom.
It's fine.
Go look in
Jerk
their
off
drawers,
in my bedroom.
Look
I
in
don't
their
care.
drawers.
Yeah.
Try to hack into their laptop.
Don't worry. None of my clothes are in my drawers. Nothing's in there. It's all empty.
They're all on the floor.
All my clothes are on the floor. There's nothing in the drawers. They're completely... You could keep your own clothes in my drawers. If that's what you want. I don't have drawers. In my my room right now in my apartment.
You just go.
I literally don't have drawers. I don't have anything. I just keep a pile of clean clothes on my bed on the bottom right corner.
Damn, bitch, how you live? Is this how you live?
Yeah. That's how I live, dude.
I watched Atlanta this recently. I've been stealing my roommate's Hulu. And,
your roommate's Hulu?
Yeah, and I watched this final season of Atlanta, and they talk about Goofy, and I said, well done, Atlanta. Good job.
Because they talk about Goofy?
No, but the Goofy meme of, damn, bitch, this how you living? They're like, damn, bitch, you live like this?
Oh, yeah.
They bring that up in the last episode of Atlanta.
Yeah, this is how I live, dude. What are you talking wild?
I like how you live.
All right, I'm going to grab another. Is that cool?
Do you want to take a break?
What are we at?
45.
Yeah, let's take a sweet 45er, dude.